All righty, so in our comfortable seat, we're kind of working towards, you guys can see me too, yeah, to where the hips are higher than the knees. So Russell, you might want to just pop up on that bolster and see if it's more comfortable. Yeah, oh, yeah, if that's comfortable, or that looks pretty good. Yeah. Because why we want to work towards hips higher than the knees, so we can have that little tilt in the pelvis, which allows for a nice long side body. I like to say, don't be shy. Watch me pull the flesh away from my buttocks to get the sit bones nicely grounded. It looks like this. So the sits bones are nicely grounded. That's our root chakra. So that we can root down through the bottom, the base of our body, and rise up from the crown of the head. So we're kind of holding these, hi, welcome, holding these opposites at the same time, rooting and rising. Shoulders are relaxed and down. The arms and hands are resting, completely relaxed. Maybe you have the palms facing up, receptivity. If you're feeling the deep groundedness, maybe palms facing down. These are different mudras. Imagine a line of energy emanating from the crown of the head. If you're comfortable, you can close the eyes from top to bottom and dive inside. We take a little time at the beginning of the practice to become fully present, to arrive on the mat. And maybe you'd like to take some cleansing breath, a big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a sigh. And just settle into the normal breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. It's like a little mini meditation. Maybe you notice some vibrations in the body. You notice the sounds in the background, they come and go. Maybe you notice the thinking mind. You can let the thoughts be like clouds in the sky. And you can always return the focus, the attention to just this inhale, just this exhale. Leave the busy day behind. And now bring hands together in prayer position at the heart center. You can nestle the thumbs in the bottom of the breastbone and feel the rest of the fingers radiate out like the rays of the sun. This is Anjali Mudra. We take this pose in honor of the practice, in honor of self-care, in honor of coming together in community connection. Such a beautiful. Lower the hands to the lap, and open the eyes. Welcome. I'm Sherry. What's your name?
Pardon?
I'm Sherry. What's your
name?
Susie? Susie. Nice to hear you. We'll begin some gentle movements with the breath. So in yoga, we explore breath and movement, breath and stillness. The first one looks like this. We're going to inhale, bringing the arms up and overhead, look up. On the exhale, the palms face out, arms come down, look down, and we'll continue that. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and feel the arms and hands moving through space. Simple movement, warming up. Next time the arms come overhead, leave them here. And just for a moment, notice the arms and hands reaching for the ceiling while the shoulders relax away from the ears. Yeah. Nice long side body, breathe. On the next exhale, the right hand is going to come on down to the ground, and I'll be opposite you guys. And the left arm comes over the ear. Take a bend, side bend. Beautiful. Maybe you notice the left sit bone rooting down as you lengthen through the side body. Breathe. Soft shoulders. On the next inhale, press into your hand. We're going to come back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, go to the other side. And breathe. On an inhale, press into the hands. We'll come on back to center, arms overhead. And again, just notice the nice long side body. We'll take another side bend right from here. So as we bend, we don't want to collapse through one side. So we're going to inhale, get the torso a little longer. Exhale, take a lean to the right. And feel long through both side bodies instead of collapsing on one side. So it's up and over. And breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Next inhale, feel the torso getting longer, up and over to the left. Staying long through both side bodies. And breathe. Inhale, we'll come on back to center. And this time, the left hand is going to come to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand behind you, right by the tailbone, where the tailbone ends, close to the body, and take a twist over the right shoulder, a gentle twist. And breathe. And then inhale, the arms come up and overhead back to center. Exhale, we'll go to the other side. Right hand comes to the outer left thigh, left hand behind you where the tailbone ends. Go over the shoulder. The next inhale, the arms come up and overhead, back to center, palms come together in prayer. Bring the hands down the midline of the body. You can touch the body on the way down. Let the hands rest at the heart center, Anjali Mudra, and take a breath, maybe a cleansing breath. Beautiful. I propose we release the hands. I propose we practice a little pranayama here today. Balance. We're coming into holiday season. Do you know Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing? Okay, and I'm going to demo. So the peace fingers come to the third eye. Boom. Yeah. The ring finger here on the right hand is going to be in charge of the left nostril. The thumb is going to be in charge of the right nostril. Close off the left nostril and breathe in the right nostril. Seal the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Seal. Exhale right. Continue Nadi Shodhana at your own pace. Next time you exhale through the left nostril, release the hands and just breathe quietly. Just notice how you feel. Alternate nostril breathing can be really nice for balancing the right and left side of the body and for activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So thanks for exploring that with me. Okay, open the eyes and let's come to hands and knees in tabletop. Maybe you'd like to have a folded blanket under the knees. I'll give some cues for the most perfect tabletop. The knees are right under the hips. The hands come right under the shoulders. Notice your hands, the forefingers are pointing forward. Yeah. And finally, the triceps are rolled in. This is to really keep our nice shoulders safe and our upper body happy. Let's begin some cat and cow. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale, round the spine, look through the legs. And continue. Beginning to warm up the spine. Maybe you notice that beautiful wave-like motion of the vertebrae undulating. This beautiful cat and cow, and the head follows. And now I'm going to offer Yogi's Choice. We're going to explore some fun here in the tabletop. Maybe you like to begin to circle the hips. Looks like this. Bring the buttocks back towards the heels and circle. And this gets the shoulders involved, a little bit of movement in the shoulders. You can continue that, or I'm such a nerd, I'm going to give you other options. Maybe from flat back tabletop, you like to wag the tail and look over the shoulder. It looks like. Dive inside and make the practice your own. See what the body needs today. If you've been circling, be sure to reverse the direction. Balance. Nice options, everyone. When you feel complete, let's all come back to the tabletop with a flat back. The gaze is in about one hand's distance in front of the hands in the center of the mat. So not here or here, but keeping the head in line with the spine. On the next inhale, straighten your right leg, keeping the toes on the mat and the foot's flexed. Yeah, you probably all know this one. Press into your hands, push back and get a calf stretch on the right leg. Enjoy that calf stretch and send your beautiful oxygenated breath into the back of the leg, beginning to warm up the legs. The next inhale, lift your foot up off the mat. The leg is right out from the hip, so not too high or too low. Toes are pointing down. Beautiful. feel the energy emanating from the back of your right sole. And if you'd like it, and it's in your practice, bring the left arm up by the ear, palm facing in. Here we go, giving ourselves a little balance challenge, getting the core involved. In yoga, we work with a soft belly, but we have ways of working those core muscles. This is one. And here again, feel the principle of opposition as the back foot is energetically moving back and the left hand moving forward, holding these opposites. Cultivating equanimity and resilience. Lower the left hand down. And we've all been with Kristen, so you know this one. Swing your right leg out and look at your foot before you lower it down. And then lower the foot down to the mat, toes are pointing forward. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. It's a nice open twist. And breathe. Maybe you can look up at your hand, looking straight ahead, or even down at the floor is A-OK. Lower the right hand down to the mat and bring your right leg across the body to the left. Let the toes land, the foot stays flexed. Look over your left shoulder to your right. And breathe. That lovely side body. So the foot is not, you're not on the top of the foot, your foot is flexed. Yeah, bring it over. Yeah, right where it was. Yep, no, you had it right. Bring it over. Not that. If it's in your practice. Always listen to your body. If it's not working in your head, you can say, she's not talking to me. Bring the leg back to center. Let's take a few cat and cows to reset. We'll all come back to the tabletop, flat back. Lengthen the left leg, the toes stay on the mat, foot's flexed, press into the hands, push back, get that crack, beautiful calf stretch, and breathe. Inhale, lift the foot up off the mat, the leg is right out from the hip, toes pointing down. Take a moment to notice. And if it's in your practice, bring the right arm up by the ear, palm in. Lower the right hand down. Swing the left leg out to the left and look at your foot. And then go ahead and lower the foot down to the mat, toes pointing forward. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Enjoy that beautiful open. Check in with the shoulders, soft shoulders away from the ears. Lower the left hand down. So set up. We're going to swing that left leg across the body to the right. Toes land, the foot is flexed. Look over your right shoulder at your left. Bring the left leg back to center, lower the knee and come into child's pose. The knees come wide, the big toes touch. I like to use my hands, crawl my buttocks back towards my heels, and then crawl my hands forward with a long side body. Come on down to child's pose. You can rest the forearms for more ease. Breathe deeply into the belly. Feel the lower back expanding, back of the body. Beautiful. Lift the forehead and bring the hands up under the shoulders to bring yourself up. And if it's possible to sit in the hero's pose, it's like everybody's there. And this is really nice too, to use this under the buttocks to kind of lift up a little more in the hero's pose. And get some comfort there. Yeah. We're going to do a little something for the upper body. Bring the arms right out from the shoulders, palms facing in, and relax the shoulders down. We're going to do eagle arms. Bring your right arm on top of the left and bend at the elbows. Reach around and find palm to palm. There we go. Or a reasonable facsimile. On an inhale, lift the elbows. On the exhale, bring the arms away from the body. And breathe. Breathe into the back of the heart center. Eagle arms. Maybe on the next inhale, lift the elbows a little higher. Exhale, release the hands, bring the arms wide, and let the hands float down. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and take a cleansing breath. We'll go to the other side. Arms right out from the shoulders, palms facing in. This time, cross the left arm on top of the right at the elbows. Bend those elbows. Reach around palm to palm. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, bring the arms away from the body and breathe. Maybe on the next inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release the arms, the hands come wide. Float the hands down. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and take a cleansing breath. Oh, exactly. An audible sigh is awesome. Beautiful. A little something for our hands while we're here in the hero's pose. Bring your palms down to the mat, the fingers are towards you. And here you get to adjust how much of a stretch you get here. Yeah. Lovely. And breathe. Release and come on up. And now flip your palms over. We're going to come to the top of the hands, the fingers still pointing towards you, and come on down. There might be a bit more sensation. I think there's a lot of little sensitive nerve endings in the top of the hands. So breathe. When you've had enough of that, come on out of it. And let's just shake out the hands. Thank your hands. Thank your wrists. Okay, from here, just come on up to the knees. I call it standing on the knees. And in the back, make sure that the toes are tucked like little kickstands for added, stability. Right? And then I'm also going to demo this from the side. I'm going to say, bring the lower ribs in and feel the tailbone drop. Just notice that. Lower ribs in, tailbone drop. We're going to be nice and smooth across the hip flexors here, and then we're not going to be swayed back at all. Beautiful. Bring your hands, and you've probably done this with Kristen, bring your hands to the back as if you're putting your hands in the jean pocket. We're going to take a back bend, but not from the pelvis, from the heart center. So when you're ready, squeeze the elbows together and shine your heart up towards the ceiling. Let your chin lead, don't collapse in the back of the neck, and breathe. So much of what we do all day long is forward, looking at our phones, keyboarding, driving, etc., etc. This is the antidote. Coming into Thanksgiving, let's have a heart-centered, grateful, gratitude practice. Release the pose, come on back to center, roll the shoulders back and down, and take that beautiful cleansing breath. Okay, let's come back to hands and knees briefly because we're going to start to work the lower body a little bit. Again, find your perfect tabletop where those the forefingers are pointing forward and the triceps are rolled in. Tuck your toes and let's try a down dog. So push the hips back, lift the hips up, downward facing. Maybe the heels are off the mat, maybe the knees are bent. And we're pressing under the bones of the forefinger and thumb while we rotate those, roll those triceps in, head is relaxed. Down. Maybe you enjoy bending one knee, then the other, pedaling out the feet. Begin to warm up the back of the legs. Hold in stillness. Now bring your feet to the edges of the mat. It's a wide-legged down dog. See how that feels. Just notice. And while we're here, go ahead and lean both hips to the right. Just lean your hips towards the right as you press evenly through the hands. Bring the hips back to center. Lean both hips to the left as you press evenly through. See what's going on back of you. Bring the hips back to center. Step your feet back to hips distance apart. On the next inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind, bend the knee. You're going to step that right foot through to the front of the mat near the right hand. Bring your hips down, the back knee and the heel stays lifted. Coming into the runner's lunge, maybe blocks are good for you. Yeah. Judith, we're not quite there yet. We're in runner's lunge. Knee up. Knee up, heel up. Yeah, there you go. And want to be careful that the knee is safely over the ankle. Yes, make that adjustment. Okay, we had you here long enough. Hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing. Maybe cleansing breath feels good. Inhale the left leg up and back behind, bend the knees, step the foot forward to the front of the mat. And maybe maybe you use your hand to assist that foot coming forward. That's A-okay. As you lower the hips down, the right knee and the right heel stay lifted. The left knee is right over the ankle and the sternum comes forward. Runner's lunge. Beautiful. Go ahead and lower your right knee. Bring your left knee back to meet the right knee. There we go. We're back in tabletop. Beautiful. Take a few cat and cows. Why not? Reset. Say hello to the spine. Okay, and then quite simply bring your right foot forward. And again, maybe you use your hand to assist that right foot forward to the top of the mat near the right hand. I'm picking up my left knee and scooching it back a little bit, making sure the right knee is safely over the ankle, feeling my tailbone drop and my side body get long as you bring the heart center forward. Now we're in low lunge. Everybody looks great. Now we're really maybe feeling through the top of the hip flexor on the left, the quadricep and the hip flexor on the left. You can stay right here, or if it's in your practice, you can bring yourself up and you can use your hands on the thigh to bring yourself up. And notice as you come up, the tailbone drops, the side body gets long. Now in this upright low lunge, you're pressing firmly through the front foot and imagining the outer hips energetically moving in towards each other for stability. It's a lot of work. You can stay right here. If it's in your practice, you can bring the arms up by the ears and relax the shoulders down. Exhale the hands down to frame the front foot and just go ahead and bring the right knee back to meet the left. Beautiful. Take a few cat and cows. And we'll come back to center. Bring the left foot forward, and maybe you're using your hand to bring that left foot forward. Scooch the right knee back to get a little more distance. Check in with your knee. Is it over the ankle? Feel the tailbone drop, the side body get long, and the sternum come forward. Take a little time here to let that tailbone drop. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can bring yourself up to an upright low lunge. Take your time getting everything organized. Just firmly through the front foot. Maybe you bring the arms up by the ears. Exhale, lower the hands down. Now lift your back knee and we'll step back to down dog. Take a few breaths in, down dog. Okay, let's go into some standing poses. Inhale, the right leg up and back behind, bend the knee. Step or assist your right foot through to the top of the mat near the right hand. It's more towards the right side of the mat. Seal your back foot down. That back foot's more towards the left side of the mat. Bend into your front knee and you can use your hands to bring yourself up. We're coming into Virabhadrasana 1. Beautiful. And organize yourself. Knee safely over the ankle. The arms come up by the ears. That's great. And if everybody's barefoot, maybe you can feel your toes grabbing the sticky mat. Lift and lower the toes, feeling those feet rooting down. That's our stable base. And everybody looks really good. We have some distance between the legs. Again, that's creating our stable base so that the hips can be towards that bent knee. Let's exhale the hands down to the mat. And go ahead and step your left foot forward to meet the right foot. And we'll come into a forward fold. The feet should be hips distance apart. Beautiful. Yeah, and Always want to have a slight tiny micro bend in the knees to not lock out the knee joints, and pull up on the front of the thighs, keeping the legs active. Again, these forward folds are calming to the body. We'll do something tricky here. Just heel toe your left foot over towards the left a couple of inches. And then go ahead and step your right foot back and seal that foot down. Bend into your left knee, and you can even use your hands to bring yourself up. We're doing warrior one on the other side in a sneaky way. Easy peasy. Let's exhale the hands down to frame the front foot. And we'll just bring the right foot forward to meet the left back into a forward fold. And breathe. Maybe a cleansing breath feels good here. Let the arms and head hang, and as you bend your knees, press into the feet and roll up super slowly, one vertebrae at a time, imagining one vertebrae stacking on top of the other. You get to the top, roll the shoulders back and down, and I'm going to cue us into beautiful mountain pose. So check your feet, hips distance apart, tiny, tiny micro bend in the knees. Pull up on the front of the thighs. Bring those lower ribs in and feel the tailbone dropping. Maybe there's some release in the lower back when you do that. Nice and long through the side body. Roll the shoulders back and down. The head is resting right over the spine. Shine the palms forward. As you do that, the arms and hands remain completely relaxed. Here again, we can imagine rooting down through the feet, all four corners of the feet, the base of a mountain. Maybe we can imagine the cosmic energy emanating from the crown of the head. So here we are again, rooting down and rising. Same. Close the eyes. Feel the shape of the body from the inside. Beautiful Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the heart beating in the chest. Release that, open the eyes. Good job, everybody. We're going to come into warrior two in a really simple way too. So we're at the top of the mat, near the top of the mat. Bring your left foot to the very center, top of the mat. And then you can heel, toe, or step your right foot back. So you have a nice wide stride. And here, look for heel to arch alignment. The heel and the arch are in alignment for warrior. Yeah, everybody's great. Bend and straighten into the left knee until the left knee settles right over the ankle. And then you can orient your hips. You can swing them around to the open side of your body. Bring the arms out from the shoulders, palms facing down. Look out over your left hand. Voila. So some people tend to lean towards that bent leg. Bring the body straight up, the torso straight up, and then we're just bending into the knee. So again, feel the nice solid base that we're creating with our feet, base of support and balance. This is Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Now let the right arm and hand completely relax. Just let it fall down. Doesn't need to do a thing. Flip the left palm up. Inhale, bring the left arm over the ear. Voila, reverse warrior. I'm always needing to check in with my shoulders, soften them away from the ears. Maybe you can, so we're again, so here we are. We can explore effort and ease. There's some effort in the pose, but we can find ease by softening the face, releasing the jaw, connecting to the breath. You guys are pretty advanced. So maybe you notice the line of energy along the whole left side of the body from the fingertips down through the left foot. And on the next inhale, bring your left elbow to the left knee, right arm over the ear. So we're in extended side angle. Now maybe notice that line of energy all along the right side of the body. Palm is facing down towards the floor. On an inhale, pressing into your feet, come on back up. Let's reestablish that warrior 2. Breathe. On an inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, the left side body comes up and out over that extended leg, left arm down, right arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now imagine the left hip rolling under, maybe that heart center opens up more towards the sky. Inhale, come on back up. Bend back into the left knee because we got to come back to where we began. Lower the arms, straighten the left leg, bring the left toes forward. Perfect, a wide stance. You can roll the shoulders back and down and take a cleansing breath. And we're going to come to the other side so simply. Just bring your right heel in and find that heel to arch alignment. Yep. Yep, bend into the right knee and settle the knee over the ankle. Organize those hips towards the open side of the body. And the arms out from the shoulders, palms facing down. Look out over your right hand. Voila. On the next inhale, let the left arm relax. Flip the right palm up. Bring that right arm over the ear, reversing the warrior. Maybe feels different on this side. We're not perfectly symmetrical. We've got that beautiful line of energy going from the tips of the fingers down to the toes on the right side of the body. And then inhale, bring your right elbow to the right knee, left arm over the ear, and feel the left side of the body. Inhale, come on back into warrior 2. Breath. Next, inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. The right side of the body comes over the leg. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, come on up. Reestablish warrior 2, bending back into the right knee. Exhale the arms down, straighten the right leg, bring the right toes forward. Wide-legged stance, beautiful. Let's heel toe the feet in. If it's in your practice, come into yogic squat. We're coming down to the mat. So yogic squat, feet are wider than hips distance, heels in, toes out, hands come into prayer. Bring the buttocks down. It's different for everybody. That's good. Maybe notice how the elbows are handy dandy, opening up those inner thighs. And notice the tailbone sinking down. Okay, enough of that. When you're ready, carefully bring your hands behind you gently and gracefully come to the buttocks. Feet are in front, hands behind. Let's just rock the knees from side to side. A glute massage, a little lower back release. It's been doing great work. Wind it down. Come on back to center. And then everybody who's here, and I don't know, Fred, you don't have we're going to come to our back. So I like to have a folded blanket. First, it's in half. Yours is folded correctly. Then I fold it again like that. And I'm going to use this under my neck. The top of my shoulder is going to come here. You'll know that you're in the right place because it'll feel really good. Kind of like having that cervical pillow. I'm going to come around and assist so you can enjoy that. Okay, now bring your knees into the chest. Everybody, your hands are on the kneecaps, and we're going to just do lower back release soft massage. So maybe you like to rock from side to side. Maybe you like to make circles with the knees. Check it out, see what feels good. I'm such a nerd, I'm going to offer one more option. Maybe you like knees wide, bring those knees in towards the armpits. Maybe that gets your lower back nice and flat on them. So explore, see what feels good. This is available anytime you're having the lower back frenzies. Come on down to the floor, knees in the chest, roll around. Beautiful. Okay. When you feel complete with that, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. The knees are bent. Make sure that blanket's still nice and comfy under your neck. We're going to just do a little bit of figure 4 for the hips. We always got to give the hips some love. So bring your right ankle on top of the left knee and flex your right foot. Beautiful. When you're ready, intertwine your hands behind the left thigh, bring the legs in towards you, but more towards the left shoulder rather than across the body. This is our figure 4 hip love. And finally, it's kind of a subtle, maybe cerebral adjustment. Imagine tilting the pelvis forward and dropping the tailbone down. See if that resonates at all. And breathe. Send that beautiful oxygenated breath into the hip. Lower the left foot to the mat, undo the cross of the legs, and take a cleansing breath. Going to the other side, the left ankle comes on top of the right knee, and that left foot stays flexed to protect the knee. When you're ready, intertwine your hands around the back of the right thigh, bringing the legs in towards you, this time more towards the right shoulder rather than across the body. And perhaps you can imagine tilting the pelvis forward and drop the tailbone. Breathe into the Lower the right foot down to the mat and do the cross of the legs. Bring your knees deeply into the chest again and do that rocking, rolling. And now with both knees deeply into the chest, bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee and bring both knees all the way over to the left, let them land. The right arm is out from the shoulder, palm facing down, our simple supine twist. Nice. Bring both knees back to center. This time, maybe the right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Both knees fall all the way over to the right. Left arm out from the shoulder, palm facing down. Bring the knees back to center. And then come into happy baby. So if you don't know happy baby, stamp the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. The knees are bent. You bring your hands to either the outside of the feet or the ankles or the shins. As you bring the knees down towards the armpits. We take happy baby at the end of practice to equalize the sacrum. And if you find that too much of your spine is up in the air, maybe grab further down on the legs. You really want that tailbone dropping so you can get the benefit of equalizing. Beautiful. Release the happy baby, bringing the knees deeply into the chest one last time. And this time, wrap your arms around your legs. On an inhale, bring your forehead up to your knees and hug everything in. Give your body a hug. Thank your body. Thank you, body. On an exhale, release it all. Let it go. Come into Shavasana. Feet are splayed out. Arms away from the body. So the instructions for Shavasana, nowhere to go and nothing to do. Relax the toes and the feet and the ankles. Soften through the calves and the shins. Soft knees. Let those big thigh muscles just go. Relax the belly and the buttocks, even the internal organs. Relax the lower back. Release through the chest and the upper back. Arms and the hands are heavy, supported by the earth. Soften through the throat. Release the jaw. Skin of the face smooth. Just notice the scalp melting into the ground. Rest peacefully in Shavasana for a few minutes until I call you back with the bell. Shanti, Shanti, peace. Gently begin to deepen the breath. You can take some tiny movements like wiggling the toes or fingers, rocking the head from side to side. Maybe a full body stretch feels good. When you're ready, bring the knees deeply into the chest and roll all the way to one side. Let's rest in the fetal position for a moment. The lower arm cradles the head, the upper hand rests on the earth, connected to the earth, of the earth. Such a sweet pose. When you're ready, in your time, you can straighten the top leg and press into the hands to come on up to comfortable. That's Kristen checking in. I am so grateful. The practice for you is filled with gratitude. I am thankful, thankful, thankful. I thank you for joining me today. I love my job. I want to wish you guys happy Thanksgiving. The light in me season knows the light in you. Namaste. I'm thankful for you. Thank you.